relationship story / how we got to where we are now.
Yes.
It'll be a lot of fun. I think we're going to start with how we met, and we have to try really hard because there's a table in front of us not to tap the table, or it will annoy you.
That's really going to be difficult for me, to be quite honest.
All right. So, let's start off with how we met. You can go ahead and tell them how we met.
Like, how we originally met?
Yeah.
So we first met in speech class. Our sophomore year? Second semester sophomore year?
Yes.
And I was a loner. And one day she came over and said hi to me, and I probably didn't say hi back, or if I did, it was probably like a hi.
I'm going to kill you, hi.
It was not like that. I thought you were cute before you ever even
Oh,
came
you
up
did?
to me.
You
Yes.
never told me that.
Oh, well, now you know. But that's how we met.
And then our junior year first semester, he looked completely different. I actually did not know it was the same guy until we started dating. I don't know if you knew that.
I think you told me that.
But yeah, I didn't realize it was the same person until after we started dating another almost year later after this time. So we started having a connection in chemistry class, pun intended. So we had chemistry class together, and we would play Tap Tap Revenge, which is basically like DDR for your fingers. And we would play Bejeweled after all of our tests. And we flirted a lot. I had a boyfriend at the time, he had a girlfriend at the time, and he was the only guy I ever looked at twice when I was in this relationship. So it was for a reason, apparently. We had no idea. So after chemistry class, me and that boyfriend broke up, Ryan and his girlfriend broke up, and we started talking on Facebook, I think it was, during the summer.
Well, throughout second semester of junior year, we would talk every time we'd see each other, like in the halls.
Yeah.
And we'd eat lunch together sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But then, yeah, towards the end of the school year is when we were talking on Facebook.
Yeah, we talked on Facebook, and then we kind of randomly talked in the summer, and then decided to hang out, I think, the next day, right?
Yeah.
And so we hung out the next day, and then
Can't forget this. This is like a key part.
What?
When we were talking on Facebook, I said I was getting off of Facebook so she could text me. And I went to go play Call of Duty. And I kept dying because I was playing and texting her.
You don't remember what you said to me, though, do you?
I don't.
He was texting, and he said he was playing Call of Duty, and I was used to having a boyfriend who played video games, so I was like, oh, how are you doing, like, in the game? And he was like, I'm dying. I was like, oh, I'm sorry. He's like, it's okay, it's because I'm texting a cute girl. And he put a winky face.
Oh, is that did I really say that?
Yeah.
Wow. I can't believe I said that.
He was a good flirter.
I'm actually surprised I said that. I don't remember that.
He did. We hung out the next day, and the following weekend I went out of town, and then after that we were pretty much together all the time. My mom gave him a 2-week time frame that he had to wait to ask me out because I had this issue where I would like a guy for a week and then decide I didn't like him anymore. So she told Ryan, you have to wait 2 weeks, and then if she still wants to be with you, then you can ask her out, and you can tell that story.
What about the next week that you said you didn't want to be together, but we could still be friends?
Yeah.
And so we went, that was what, like 2 days?
2 days what?
It was
Just
like,
being friends?
yeah.
Something like that.
And then we had already talked about going to, who is that?
Gary Sinise?
Yeah, Gary Sinise, some concert to support the troops.
What was it called? I don't know.
I can't think what it is. She already said she would go with me, and so I was
I
like,
stuck
well,
to my word.
are
And
you,
I went.
after she said that, I was like, are you still gonna go with me? Do you still want to go? And then,
Halfway through the concert, I texted my mom, and she knew, because me and my mom, I've always told her pretty much everything going on with guys. And I texted my mom halfway through, and she knew I had told him that I just wanted to be friends, and I was like, no, I think I really do like him. And then, did I tell you during that?
yeah, a while. Like, probably halfway through the night.
Yeah, halfway through, and I told him that I changed my mind, and I really did like him.
Yeah.
And he was excited.
I was.
So,
She wouldn't let me hold her hand or anything, and then she said that, and I got to hold her hand the rest of the night.
yeah.
Yippee!
So, then from then on we dated. We had quite a difficult beginning relationship because I was going through a lot of stuff at the time. Then, but before that,
Get the main part of the story.
yeah, Ryan and I got engaged like a month after we started dating at the age of 17. We were extremely immature. We had no idea what we were doing. And I think it was a mix of immaturity mixed with let's piss off our parents. Our parents did not approve of our relationship because of certain aspects, and we were not supposed to pretty much be together at all. Pretty much to piss them off, we got engaged / being immature and thinking we were like so in love and needed to be together forever. We told our parents that he proposed to me while we were at the flea market. Very romantic. But the truth was, go ahead.
Oh, sure, I get to tell this part.
Yep.
As we said, we were really immature. The following night, I think it was a Sunday night, she was staying at a friend's house, and I decided to sneak out of the house.
Pretty sure it's the only time you ever did.
Yes, it was, and if I remember correctly, my heart was racing because
This
I
was
didn't wanna
his
get-
bad boy stage.
Yeah, don't do it.
We don't
It's
condone anything that we did prior to being 19.
True.
That's about right.
Yeah. Don't do what we did. I snuck out of the house, drove over to her friend's house where she was at, and surprised. I don't know, did I tell you I was coming?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think I told
But
you.
I think
was
you were
coming.
just coming because I wanted to see you.
Yeah, I think so. So we were at her friend's house, I don't know, it was probably like 11, 12 o'clock at night. And we went in her backyard and I got down on one knee and proposed to her. With a ring that was purchased at the flea market the night before, let me add.
Don't do what we did.
So there you go, there's our proposal story. Let us know what you think in the comments below, that'd be nice. I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
Like we said, we really did not have that interesting of a proposal story.
Well, we can do. So, it was Valentine's Day of.
Oh, yeah.
So obviously she had a fake ring for.
Though
like
I told
2
everyone in high school it was real.
Yeah. And everybody came up to me and was saying, "How'd you buy that?"
We were in
Yeah.
high school. Remember, high schoolers lie.
And we weren't the best.
And we were not the best people at the time. The way we are now is nothing like what we were when we were 17.
Yeah, definitely.
And who wants to admit that their rock is fake? No woman. I know I'm not alone in this.
She had been looking at real rings for quite a while and just would keep sending them to me saying, "Hey, I like this one, I like this one, I like this one."
With his permission, I wasn't
Yeah,
like forcing
it wasn't,
him.
yeah.
Yeah.
She wasn't telling me to go buy this, but was letting me
Yeah.
know what she liked because we had already talked about that she would get a real ring at
Before
some
we got
point.
married.
Yeah, before we got married.
Mhm.
So, Valentine's Day of last year, 2013?
Yeah.
So it was 5 or 6 months before our wedding. I actually ordered the ring that she had wanted. It was from Etsy.
Boys, I would suggest to get your rings from Etsy. It's way less expensive.
Yeah, it was good. And it is real. We did
Yeah,
have
we
it
got an
appraised.
appraisal and everything like that.
So it's 100% real. So I ordered that. She had no idea. And then Valentine's Day.
We went to Cheeseburger in Paradise. I was
Oh,
waiting.
yeah, we did.
I don't think I expected a ring at all that day.
No.
I think maybe in the morning
no,
I did,
'cause
sort of.
You had been thinking that I was going to the whole time, but I kept laying hints that I wasn't.
Yeah.
And so after we went to dinner, Cheeseburger in Paradise, nothing. It wasn't fancy, obviously, but there was hardly anybody there because it
And
wasn't
it was
a nice
the best
restaurant.
burger I ever had. I didn't even need ketchup.
So good.
It was fantastic.
Yes. But then anyways, we went back to her house after, and we were just sitting on the couch relaxing. We had a Pinterest board that we shared, so I took the picture of the ring from Etsy, saved it, pinned it to that board, and I think I wrote in there,
Is
is this
one? Is this the one? Yeah.
is this the one that you want? And so we were talking, and she ended up, I don't know, I think I told you to go.
Look on Pinterest
Yeah.
or something like that. And I was a very big Pinterest
Yes.
addict at the time.
Yes.
So this is why it was super cute for me. Because I loved Pinterest.
So anyways, I told her to go look at the board we shared, and she looked at it and said, "Yeah, this is the one I want." And so I pulled it out of my pocket and said, "You mean this one right here?" And I don't know if he started to tear up or what, but She was excited.
I did my high-pitched
Well,
tear-up voice.
I think you were like, I think you were shocked at the time, and she was like, "Where'd you get that?"
So how did we get to where we are today? We read a lot of books, and we mentored with people with relationships that we wanted to be like.
I mean, it's been a fantastic 4 years, and I wouldn't change the way that it happened, because otherwise
we wouldn't have learned.
Yeah, we wouldn't have learned. Yeah, exactly. And we probably wouldn't be where we are today if we didn't go through those times.
We're not suggesting that you try to go through those, though.
Exactly.
If you can skip over it, that's best. But we wouldn't take it back.
Exactly. Really, through that process, I know we'd said we were Christians, or I had mentioned that we were both Christians, and through that time, we were both kind of separated from the Lord, but through our growing through the years together, we obviously came back to Him and
closer to each other.
Yeah.
Everything boils down to how we are today is the books we read, the people we mentored with, and getting back into our faith. So there really isn't that much to, what's the word? Expound? Is that the word? No.
Yeah.
Yeah, there isn't, that's a big word. There isn't much to expound on when it comes to what we did exactly to get to where we are. Obviously, we could suggest marriage books, relationship books, people that you should look to mentor in life, people you shouldn't look to, but that would be definitely a separate video because that's a whole video in itself. So if you guys want to see a video on that, I know we had mentioned about doing a marriage book in the past, but then kind of vlogs started and stuff, and we got less questions about it, and I addressed a few books to some of you that sent me personal emails. But if you guys want to see an actual video on the actual books that we read and who we would suggest as who to look to mentor in life and who we would not suggest, then we could definitely help you guys out if you are looking for information on that.
I think that's pretty much it. Once again, disclaimer, we don't condone any of the behavior that we have talked about.
Except for the reading marriage books and mentoring.
That's the only
that
thing
we condone. But getting engaged at 17, speaking out of the house,
disobeying
doing
our parents,
things you shouldn't be doing, disobeying your parents.
Yeah, not good stuff.
No.
Give it a thumbs up. Leave comments below on what you'd like to see next or what you thought about this. Maybe you want to laugh at us for our funny story, I guess. Or whatever you may want to let us know. Leave it in the comments below. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it and want to see more videos like this.
Bye, guys.